Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. 2-2 Liverpool United at Anfield. We're having a little, sorry for the delay, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. I can't hear the two boys at all, but they can hear me. Can people in the chat just give me a thumbs up to make sure you can hear me? If you don't mind doing that, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. And if you can hear the boys as well. I am in the process of watching my own live stream on the fucking telly. If it had worked.
Can you see him, Chris?
So
no,
I can hear
he's
the
not
boys,
on.
But they'll be a little bit delayed.
His video's not on either.
Yeah, let me see, and then I'll know if I can hear myself then as well.
Jack, you want to put?
I think I can hear it.
Jack, you want to put your video on?
Right, okay, I can. Boys, what's the crack? Right, 2-2. 2-2.
Jack, your video's on.
Right, okay, right, wait now. Right, cut. Start again. Right, let's start again. Let's start again. Right, boys, here we go. Right, here we go. Right.
I can't fucking see you, bro.
What did you make of that, Desi? Right, I'm going to let you do the majority of the talking because I'm all over the shop here. Desi, give me your opinions on that. Really, really good performance more than anything else. I suppose I think the performance was so good. I think we're actually disappointed with the result in the end. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, it'd be good if I could see you, Jack, but I can't see anything. You're not on the screen.
What? Oh, don't give me that. What?
You're not. You've just done the whole thing in the blank screen.
Well, I'm on my screen. I'm on my own television here.
We can't.
You're not on the. You're not in the StreamYard screen.
So nobody can see it on the live.
I can see it here. I'm on the telly. I don't know. I don't know how it is for you, but I can see it here.
All right. Yeah. No. I'll just go. It's so. It's a good performance, Jack.
I'm all over the shop.
I said the last time when we were doing match reaction that I think we were in a good place in terms of the manager. I think a lot of people might have took that up as I was saying that we were in a good place in terms of the team, but like. What pissed me off, Jack, is a lot of United fans saying we need to switch the formation, we need to do this. They need to back their manager and trust in the process that he's going. And that was a good performance. We just showed that we can go toe to toe with the league leaders, and I definitely think we should have won the game.
I agree. I think that Maguire had it on the silver platter, but even before that, we went, like Desi said, we went toe to toe.
Chris, what did you make of that? Obviously, really good, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're already there.
No, I think it was a really good performance. I'm very happy. We had some bad luck. De Ligt's handball. We harp back to what is it, a year ago when they didn't give us a handball in one of the games because the proximity when the defender's arm was like that, and Garnacho hit a shot and it hit his arm, and then all of a sudden this is a handball. Like Michael Oliver strikes again, but the boys rallied. They did what we asked. We asked them to come out and show effort and come out and play, and they did. And the formation works. It's just we have to get results. And are we a finished product going forward? No, but there are good signs of it. We scored 2 goals in the run of play. We had one off of I guess you can say is a set piece in Martinez, and then Dallo made the right run in the box, and we found him on the cross, and that's what we want. That's what we should be doing. And I was happy with a lot of the, we made some, Dallo made a lot better wing back runs going forward. Just he's defending and then he busts his ass down the sideline to join the attack, and we found him a couple times, and he was just using Trent today. Trent couldn't do anything to him today, so it's very positive.
Brilliant, yeah, absolutely. Look, I was just so happy with it overall. I think I have to take out my own earphones because I can hear myself delayed. Look, I just thought it was a brilliant performance. We said it before the game, Desi, didn't we? That performance levels needed to improve. And look, is there a case here? And again, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to play maybe devil's advocate a little bit. Is there a situation here where you're talking about right, and I mentioned it during the live. It's easy to get motivated for a Liverpool game at Anfield. You know what I mean? Is it more important for United now to go out against the likes of your Bournemouths, your Southamptons, your Crystal Palaces, and pick up 3 points in them kind of games as well?
Yeah, it's really important. Those are the games that win your leagues, Jack. And with United, we seem like we always can turn up now against the big teams, and then we go missing against the smaller teams. And I'm sure Anram is very aware of that at the moment. I think he'll have to put a line through the Newcastle game. You can't play with 9 men. You just cannot play with Casemiro and Eriksen,
Yeah.
and they definitely need to be moved on. They were great players in the day, and they're not now, and that's the harsh reality. And I'm sure going forward, he's going to. You asked me a question the last time as well about whether we need to strengthen up, probably in and around the midfield as well. Have more players, more competition, so that if anything happens, we have fresh legs to come on, same type of player. Um, but back to your question, we definitely need to approach the likes of the Bournemouths and Fulhams and all those games with the same mentality and the same attitude. There's no point in just turning up against the likes of City, Arsenal, and because they're just giving you passes. Then if you perform well in them, it's the smaller games that win you the leagues. And yeah, I would definitely think we have to start winning those types of games.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get down through some of the comments here, guys. Let's see what you guys have to say. Fabian says, "Got to give it to Maguire. That he isn't a natural shooter, and his amazing defensive performance is 100% goal. Oh, boys, if he had scored that goal at the end, I would have just left. I would have ran out and jumped in the snow. So I would have." Finn says, "We were on it big time. Xerxes had a chance to write his name in the history books at the end. We had chances, yeah, we had chances. And again, we go back to, if we had just taken them. But yeah, I mean, yeah, minor negatives there. Where is Martin tonight? Great point, Finn. No sign of him at all. Absolutely hiding away in the shadows. Adam says, great game. Overall performance. We didn't lie down. Still going hard in the 90th minute. Can see why Garno doesn't start when we lose the ball. Half-arsed attempts to get it back. Very frustrating. Well, I disagree with that a little bit. I think there was a couple of times there where he actually did work back and got on the ball really well and won it back. But and again, I mean, going forward, he had an assist for Ahmad's equaliser. So, pros and cons. Michael says, how have United not won that game? I think the players are starting to figure out Amarim's system as well. Well, we go back and say what we said before the game. 7 days or 6 days on the training pitch makes a massive difference. Now, if he has another 6 months of that, hopefully, the upward trajectory continues. Finn says, takes balls to go to Anfield and play with no fear. I didn't think the group was up to it, but I was wrong. Bruno was top notch. Trent was half in Madrid today. Trent was absolute dirt. He was double dirt, so he was. David says, done a great point at the House of Scouse. Wasn't giving us much chance today. We played well. Heads didn't drop. There you go. Absolutely. Let's see. Mark says, thought we were good. It just shows how much we need a new striker, though. We left it behind us, to be honest. Chris, let me go to you on this one then about Rasmus Højlund. Obviously, he had a great opportunity in the first half, and I thought his hold-up play probably wasn't as good, and it was the first time tonight that I've kind of questioned him a little bit. Is it am I being too harsh? Do we need to give him time? Obviously, we do need to give him time. He's young, but I think getting aside from that, I think we do need another striker in.
Oh, I absolutely think we need another striker in. I mean, just for the end, even if Rasmus is playing well and he's given his all for 60 minutes, we don't have another I'm sorry, Joshua Xerxes. Even though he made a good pass and stuff like that, but we need a threat. And I don't agree. Xerxes could have written his name in the history books, but he's not in a great angle. He made the right play. He plays the ball across to Maguire. That's standing by himself, and Maguire just didn't finish it, and that's the way it goes. But I can't fault him for making that pass. But I do think we need another striker.
I agree.
And I think that the one thing about Rasmus when I watch the game is like his off the ball runs are not great. I think he needs to see somebody a little bit more established and see how he needs to make runs to open up space for himself and not always play with his back to the goal and always try to do hold up. Like there's a couple of times when Bruno had the ball in the second half on the left side, and Rasmus is just standing central where Delo's making the run. Well, if Rasmus makes a run diagonal to the corner or something, or comes perpendicular, and then you can play him through, but he's kind of just standing. And I don't know if that's just maybe he's tired, maybe he's not, but I just think he needs to make more runs so he's more dangerous. And but that comes with time. And like you said, I don't mind having Rasmus, but I would like to see another striker that could come in and make certain runs and do certain things. And I think he needs to play behind someone to teach him, to show him, or so he can see the runs that need to be made. And then he's just going to learn. He's got the ability to do it. It's just everybody wants him to be all that. And he's 21 years old. Like, I mean, he needs time. I mean, we all know this when we bought him. He's not a finished product. And, in 2 years' time, he's not going to become a finished product. So, I mean, I think we need to bring Rasmus in the 60th minute and stuff. But, like, to go back what Desi was saying about, I mean, no shade on Bournemouth. They're 7th in the table right now. So it's not like they're not playing normal Bournemouth ball. But, against the lower teams, we do have to bring that intensity. We do have to bring the intensity. But the other point is, though, a lot of teams, and I think you got to take this in stride, is a lot of teams don't play as open as Liverpool plays. When we play the likes of the Bournemouths, the Fulhams, the Ipswiches, and, some of these lower teams, well, we're lower, but, some of these teams, they play a lower block and they look to counter. So it's not as wide open. And we benefit from playing teams that are wide open because Liverpool's not afraid to, all right, if they give up a goal, they're going to go score a goal. And everything. And I think that's the difference is when we play teams that sit lower, that play 5 in the back, or, 4 in the back and 4 midfield, and they go on the counter. That's where we have trouble. And a lot of teams have trouble with that. But like Desi said, we need to strengthen the midfield because if we have a couple, like we had 2 suspensions against Newcastle, therefore Bruno and Ugarte couldn't play. And you see what that does to our team. It's, I mean, Manu had to come on in the 30th minute to kind of right the ship a little bit, but I mean, in our defense against Newcastle, we had opportunities in the second game to pull out a tie. We had chances to score, so it wasn't like we were dead in the water. I mean, the first 30 minutes was terrible. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, we weren't terrible, and I just think like all these guys, people just hate to say, oh, you can't play 3-4-3, but like Jack, I think you made the comment before, or in one of the reactions or the lives that you did, is that a lot of coaches have won playing a 3-4-3 system, and like Amarin says, it's stop being stuck on it's 3 defenders and 3 midfielders and 3, stop. It's all on how the team moves, and I think we're starting to figure that out, and I think today it showed it, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Desi, going to you on this one. Obviously, look, a lot of people over the last few weeks have been quite critical of Lisandro Martinez, and he comes up in spades. And I thought defensively he was really, really good, and obviously he gets one of the goals as well. Is obviously there's times where he's targeted, and I think for set pieces today, I think we kept him well clear of him. If you look at some of the set pieces, he's nearly a spare man more so than going and marking up. But I think there's a huge place in this team for him. I'm sure you'd agree on it. But what was your thoughts on his performance today?
Yeah, good performance. I think the key thing to take from him is that it's just taking him time to learn the new system. I still think he's a good player. He's been found out a little bit in terms of set pieces and stuff like that, but I'm sure Amran will trust in him. He's a good leader on the pitch, Jack, to have. He's not a player you just shy away and sell straight away. I think that back line today, and we've been very critical of a player. I don't know how many times he's got his stuffing off us in this channel, but I thought Maguire was brilliant today, Jack. I think the system's actually suiting him. And he doesn't get the credit he deserves when he plays well. And I thought today he was very, very good. Very solid. Him and De Ligt really putting their bodies on the line. And they're the type of players you need, Jack, in the big games. When there's you need to put a challenge in or stick it in on somebody and make sure you get the ball and let them know that it's not going to be an easy day. Those two boys showed up today. I think as well, Kobe Mainoo. We haven't seen the side of him we seen last season, but he just needs more game time. And I think the more game time he gets in there with Ugarte, we're going to see a different animal with those two. It's looking, Jack. I'm going to repeat exactly what I said the last time. We're in a good place. The right man's at the helm. Trust in the process. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. We're going to have a lot of patience as United fans. There's going to be ups, downs, indifferences, opinions, you name it. But if we back this manager, we will be in the right place in a short period of time, I think. Not as long as most people would think, years and years and years. Give him the right time, give him the right backing during the summer in terms of transfers, and we could see a whole different shift in this team.
Get on the Amarin train.
Yes.
Thank God, right? I know I'm a bit delayed, sorry. I know I'm a bit delayed, sorry. But thank God there's sensible people who watch my channel. You know what I mean? Because I agree 100% with what you've said there. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. It's going to be an up and down, roller coaster of a ride. And I'm all for it. I'm ready for it. I have to say, I really am. Right, I'm going to end it there, right? Because I can't fucking stand putting this show up to my ear and being delayed by fucking 30 seconds from you. I do apologise to everybody if there's been a bit of delay and stuff like that as well, because I usually hear the guys coming out the speaker, but now I can't. So my audio is coming from my TV, which is like 10 seconds behind. So, lads, thanks for coming on as always. I won't be able to hear your response, so thumbs up, happy days. I appreciate you coming on, and I'll chat to you during the week as always. All right. Appreciate it, boys. Guys, everybody watching, thanks for watching. I do really appreciate it as always. Look, it's a disappointing result for United, and that just goes to show how good of a performance it was. We could and probably should have won that game. But you go to Anfield, you come away with a point. At the best of times, it's a good result. Happy days. I'm just over the moon about the performance more than anything else. And if them performances continue, it won't be long until we start climbing that table. I believe in this manager, and I believe in an awful lot of the players that are involved in this squad as well. There are players there that are not good enough. Absolutely there are. And like we said, it's very easy to get motivated for a Liverpool game away. Let's see how motivated we will be in a couple of weeks' time when we're playing Southampton, you know what I mean, in the Premier League, or Brighton, or whatever the case may be. But as of today, guys, an awful lot of positives, very, very, very few negatives. And yeah, thank God we didn't get trounced. Lads, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with a match reaction, talking points video on the game as well. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Turn on notifications. You'll get notified as soon as we upload any videos, which will be coming tomorrow. Go and enjoy the rest of your evening. It's not all bad. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Take it easy.